just any cottage. It's a hidden Satyr Village. Hello, my little fairy believers. In today's episode, we're building Glimmerbrook and turning it into a fairy world. I transformed Glimmerbrook into a whimsical woodland paradise that I'm sure you don't want to miss. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So far, we've done the Mushroom Land, the fairy town, and now we're heading into the woodland. So woodland is gonna be for satyrs. If you don't know what satyrs are, they are half goat and half human. So basically that's just something according to Greek and Roman mythology. You guys know that I'm absolutely in love with mythology, fantasy, surrealism, everything that is just not real. So if you're interested in my series, just go ahead and check that playlist. I'm gonna link that down in the description, and let's get into this. Okay guys, so this is the woodland, and I already did the landscaping and I also did the shells. There's still a lot of work to do here, but I just tried to do the basics so that our video will not be too boring and too long. So basically, satyrs are quite chaotic and lustful, half human, half goat, according to Google and AI. Their habitats is the forest, mountains, and vineyards. I tried to make this land look like it's a part of the mountain.
We usually live in a forest full of pine trees, so this is definitely where we should be.
Okay, so now let's take a look at here. So this is just a very small campfire. About what they do, I really want to focus on the fact that they're quite into woodworking, and I want them to be quite muscular, and all of the things that they do is quite related to their strength. I also gave them a very beautiful sound, and I added a lot of fireflies and dragonflies. I added some mini goats because why not? Here because they are related to wine and getting drunk and getting lustful and stuff like that. I really wanted to add just one small workshop for nectar making, not designed for housing. And here is our shell. I know it's too small. We have 5 or 6 Sims living in here, and all of them are satyrs. I'm going to show you all of them one by one, but in today's video we're just focusing on a build. So this area is literally my favorite area. Just to look how beautiful that is. We're literally in a forest, but we're also in ancient ruins. If you just take a closer look, you can just see they are quite hidden in the forest, and that's what I wanted to kind of recreate. So I'm not really giving them a very luxurious space. Most of the things that they're going to be doing is going to be outdoors. Okay, I talked too much, I'm sorry. Let's get into the build. So for the roofing, I'm definitely gonna go with something like this. Oh, it's coming to life. I really like it. I really want this house to give off that earthy and, satyr vibe. I don't want it to look pastel like the fairy town. This is kind of good. And if you guys watched my previous videos on these series, you probably know that I'm literally obsessed with using these windows from Realm of Magic. But I'm really trying to challenge myself and use some other windows because, for God's sakes, they exist. I'm really trying to use these windows from Cottage Living instead of Realm of Magic. Again, the windows placements are quite temporary. I might change them when we go inside. Just need a small door. We also have this one from Werewolf. I think this one is the best one so far, so I'm gonna do this. Okay, so according to mythology, satyrs were creatures of the god Dionysus. So Dionysus was the god of wine and harvesting and lust and, enjoying the moments. Adding wines to this build is gonna be crucial. Oh my god, it's really coming to life. And it's getting really close to what I was imagining. I really like to add that touch of starlight wall lights from the Love Struck pack. on both the exterior and the interior. So let's just go ahead and do the same thing for our Satyr's house. Ooh, it's so magical. Can we just add some lines around these columns? Ooh, I think that's actually fun, so let's do it. One for the back. I really missed the daylight. Okay, I think the outside is kind of good for now, and I might just add a little bit of soil for this pathway. I think it's much better now. So now let's do our nectar making workshop. So for the roofing, I'm going to do the exact same thing. Maybe we can use something like this for the walls. We'll add this window and also this side. Okay, I think that's enough. So let's go inside and do the furnishing. Okay, so our space is kind of small and limited, but it doesn't matter because we're just gonna have nectar maker station and some wine stackers. I really want to have stone floorings. I think that's more natural looking. And we want to add some shelves to, kind of fill up the space. We want to have just a seating area. That could really show that they're quite serious in what they do. We'll also add this traveling hay as another symbol of
Dionysus.
Dionysus. I don't think I'm getting any better at pronouncing his name, but anyway. And I also want to add this to have some shadows over there to make it look more natural and pretty. And that's it. This is our nectar making workshop for our satyrs. And now we can just go ahead and furnish their house. Okay, so as I was saying, their house is just going to be a shared space where they sleep and they have just a small kitchen and, just like that. And for the kitchen counters, I'm using horse ranch. We need just stove and that's it. For the curtains, we're definitely using this one because it's the most natural and plenty one. Okay, so because our space is kind of limited, I might need to have a basement level to add our bathroom and also some bedrooms. I know that there are animals basically, but they still deserve a dining table, right? With some mismatched chairs. I want this space to be filled up with plants and greenery, Also add just one small TV in the corner. I think the ground floor is done. So now we can go downstairs. Just so you know, my mic died while I was building the basement level, but here I'm back. I'm gonna show you what I did. Well, this was our ground floor level. As you can see, quite small, quite cottagey, quite villagey, Now we're going to go to downstairs. Okay, so this is our basement level. I gave them 2 bathrooms. I mean, one of them has a toilet and the other one is just a bathtub. I thought because their room is supposed to be shared, because I told you they're like health animals, so they pretty much have really strong instincts, and because of that, they want to have their own tribe. So they want all of them to be in the same place, sleeping in the same place, feeling more safe when they're all together. The idea of having these touch of starlight lights is really something I enjoy. So it's looking a bit run down, I know, but I really like how it's looking like. So because they were animals, I didn't give them like fancy dressers and stuff like that because they don't use it. But instead, I just gave them one little dresser over there and one little suitcase here. That's it for our basement level. I also added some horse feeder for our beautiful starlight, which Lynn is trying to clean. Okay guys, so this is the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed this video just like I did. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up and stay tuned for the next episode.